superpower. Imagine having superpower that will let you do basically everything and, finishing from starting some activity or some plan and then executing it once by once and finishing it with great success. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday. We have really beautiful weather in Poland. I'm just amazed because it's March, somewhere in March, and it's Wednesday, and everyone would expect maybe winter, not so warm temperatures like today, but this is amazing. But today I want to talk with you about superpower, like the superpower that will allow you to deliver things from start till end, and to really deliver, like when you assume you want to do something and then you will do it perfectly, or maybe not perfectly, but you will do it and you will deliver. And this is important, especially in the times like we have right now. If you say that you will do something, or maybe just you want to do something, then you should put it as your target and deliver stuff. But we all know how it ends usually, yeah? You start something, you feel excited about it, and then after a few days, or sometimes even after a single day, you just drop it because there are new wonderful things that you want to create or build or anything. But the thing that I'm talking about is, of course, to be consistent. And this is for me the greatest superpower that I have right now. But for me it was really long struggle to really become consistent. Like, if you want to do something and no one is watching you if you do it or not, but only your consciousness, maybe, you have to work on yourself, basically. You work on self-development. And this is beautiful in this, because self-development in overall is probably the best kind of form of investment, and it's free. I mean, you must pay with your time, but beside that it's free, especially today with resources that are available for free over internet. You can go to the library. You don't have to buy new books. You can just borrow them from library. Why not? And to be honest, I did that in the past. Right now I'm often buying books because I love them and I want to read them. And in Poland we have a lot of books in Polish, and sometimes it's harder to find non-fiction books about self-development and stuff like this in libraries. Of course in English, probably I said that, but I don't remember because my mind is going further to the next things. And this is self-development, is kind of investment that I highly advise to basically everyone. Always is good time for this, especially when you are young. I'm 35 this year. Actually, it was in the January, so I'm 35 right now, and I feel like I lacked some support or motivation from other people back in time when I was young, to pursue some things, but related with self-development and like with this consistency, to be consistent, to pick small things and do them day by day, like you could say, name them as habits, because it will be accurate in most of the cases, because I believe that by those habits you can build your consistency easier. But there are good ways to develop that. Maybe let's change the place for a second. Yeah, we changed it only a little bit, but I wanted to try this place. Maybe I like it really much. As you can see here, we have things from my kids, which are beautiful. Maybe I'll show you quickly those. Take a look at this. Pretty awesome stuff. This you can name Lego icons, you know, from my two sons. They are really great and cute. Okay, but coming back to the topic. So, you know, there are a few things that you could incorporate to go through the process, to know how to be consistent and build those habits that will allow you to be better at this, basically. And first thing that I would advise is to set a course for you, for yourself, for your future. Like, you know, when you have a plan, then it's way easier to, you know, follow some path, because your mind will just take you on this journey. And I don't know how to say it correctly, but, you know, having a clear destination is really great, because then you have the path for the destination, and here the path is what matters. It doesn't matter that much the end goal, or, you know, your objective. It's also important to have good objective, but the most important part is this path that you will take. So you have to set your objective, long-term objective, or your destination, and just follow it. Just follow it. But you have to do it, you know, day by day, slowly. You shouldn't count on, you know, that something will happen fast. Like today you start, and in a week or tomorrow you will have great results and great success. No, it will be somewhere later in the future. But you will build, or you start to build, great foundations. And, you know, you have to find the second thing, basically, is that you have to find the things that will help you with that. I mean, maybe applications. Maybe you're a person who is more manual, so you like to, I don't know, write some kind of diaries and habit trackers by hand, manually. Maybe you have your favorite apps for that. That's perfect. For sure, I would recommend incorporate, you know, spaced repetition and stuff like this. So maybe you should try to use Anki. In the future, you will be able to use my app that I'm working on all the time. But you have to use all the things that are available there. And, you know, choose wisely, because you can't get too many things, because it will affect you the wrong way, I guess, because when there are too many things, you will feel overwhelmed. Like, why I need so many things to achieve, you know, what I want. For me, those supporting things are pretty simple. I have only few apps that I use basically daily for everything, and those are Obsidian for notes, and, you know, all for keeping all my knowledge. But it might be a little bit complicated for you right now, so I will only mention that I use Obsidian. I use Apple reminders, because I work mainly in Apple ecosystem. I love it. Yeah, you can say if you like it, or maybe or not. Leave the comment below. But I love it. I work with Apple reminders, and even right now it's even better, because it's automatically integrated with your Apple calendar, which I also use. And when I have a specified list for the things that I do daily. Well, maybe not only daily, but that I will have to do today. And I have some things that are daily, like my habits, so they are there automatically every day. So I don't have to think about, you know, adding this and that and checking this if it's there. And every day in the morning or in the evening before the next day, I'm just, writing down the things that will be very important to me to do them the next day. But I'm not putting there too much. And about this system, which is pretty simple, I will create separate videos. So once done, it will be linked somewhere here below in the description and maybe in the comment. But Apple Reminders works great for this and allows me to, stay consistent, to have this direction, the course, the objective, and to watch on this long term. When you connect reminders, your calendar, your Obsidian, and you keep in mind that you use these tools. And another tool that I'm using right now is Anki. I said about it in my previous videos probably that I'm using that, but I use Anki for English. I'm putting there more and more stuff unrelated with just foreign languages. So I also added, idea popped into my head that I will track there my habits and my other things that, or maybe this way, my long-term objectives. I put them there. I have a deck of cards that is dedicated for my goals and habits. And, I'm watching them every day. So I know right here what I want to, which direction I want to go. I know this all the time. And this is great, because you don't have to think, what was the thing that I wanted to go, to reach, You don't have to think about it because you have it written down and you are going through that deck as much, because this is spaced repetition algorithm. So you are going through this as much as it's needed so that you remember this. And this is really great. I highly advise you to follow the same thing. Probably also I will show how I work with Anki in some dedicated video, not in the vlog. Yeah, I need to sit down probably, so come on. Yeah, so the third thing actually is that you should limit your distractions. And this is really a serious problem, because everything is distracting us in today's world. And even if you work on your computer, actually tons of things is distracting you all the time. There are articles, scientific articles, saying that when you enter a web browser or you do stuff on your computer, you are distracted after around 40 seconds. And your mind is starting to, think about something else. So this is really, really important thing that you should, turn off everything that it's not needed. Stop keeping hundreds of tabs. Yeah, I did that in the past. I always kept tons of tabs in the browser because, it's very important. So I will have to, I need it and I will come back to this. And guess what? I rarely went back to those tabs. But I felt like, I will miss something. It's probably FOMO. I felt like I will miss so many things that I need to keep it open and go back to this at some point. But you won't do it in most cases. And you should, build your own systems for things like this. So you have to limit distractions. And there are apps that can help with this, like Rise, I don't know how to say it correctly. This is one of the apps. And even if you are a Mac user, recently Raycast got pretty nice update where they added free feature called Raycast Focus. And you can set this focus and blocks some kind of apps. And yes, it will work only for your computer that you currently use. But it's great. And basically, if you do some activities, you should use all the possible ways. Like in Apple ecosystem, you have shortcuts. So even if you start some application, say AI writer because you are focusing on writing blog post or something else, then it will enter the not, it might enter, if you set it, the not disturb mode. So, you won't receive phone calls, many different notifications from different programs and all that stuff. So this is a very important thing that we should use basically, and especially if you are knowledge worker of any kind, you should use those things because it will allow you to focus more, and guess what? You will deliver more and faster. And test for yourself. You can install Reese application and you will see how much time during your work and when you have your learning sessions, how much of this time is real focus and how much is just the clutter around. You might be really surprised. And to end this slowly, probably the most important thing, or really important, in my opinion, is that you should repeat to yourself what goals you have, what habits you want to build. I try to do it myself, even if when I take a shower. This is a really good moment. I often train speaking English. Then when I take the shower, some people sing there, but I really like to practice my English during shower. But it's also a good thing to, try to remind yourself what are the habits that you want to build. What is your long-term objective? What is the direction you want to follow? This is really great time for that because you are relaxed. You can focus only on this, or it's even a great moment to, shut off your thinking and meditate. The next thing that I will advise is to write down your habits. You can use Anki for this. You can use basically, even flashcard or anything. But the thing that you will, go through every day. You get up, get a glass of water or something and get those cards to your hand, or turn on your Anki app or anything else that you want to use, but go through those habits that you want to build to stay consistent. And the final objective, the direction you want to take, repeat that every day and it will be normal for you. And of course, at the beginning it might be hard, but when you will be, imagining yourself doing all those things and you will repeat to you every day, you will start to see, some kind of transition in your mind that, those are the things that are normal for me. I want to do them. You will start think that I don't want to waste my time because, what works for me most. Back then I was playing really a lot on computer games and like League of Legends and stuff like this. And it was during my studies. When I took a look behind to see how many hours I waste through that, it was mind-blowing for me. And like right now, I have only such gaming sessions or stuff like this, like 2 times in a year, where I play one title basically through week, 2, max 3 weeks. And then I focus only on this thing, and then I'm back to be focused, to be consistent, So this is very important. And remember one last thing. Sorry that I'm taking a look at side because, I have my quick notes that I made in today's morning. Those things will make you unstoppable, but really it requires regular daily work. But when you will incorporate this, and I believe in you, everyone can do it. Everyone can do it, and I believe in you. Write down the comment if you like. I will check your work or share with us anything you want. But anyone can reach, you can reach mountain tops, but you have to be consistent. And this will give you exceptional results. Remember that. Yeah. So that's all that I wanted to say about this topic. And since this is my vlog about my updates, I will share with you what I did yesterday, because I went, I almost finished my webpage. I worked yesterday on a few upgrades of my webpage. I finally got